Welcome to the garage! I'm going to be doing this project over the next couple of days, so I'm going to film it a little bit differently as to normal, but the idea is to install this tiny little reversing camera. To do that, we had to take out the plate lights, because as you know, plate lights, pretty big, goes right in the middle. I could have put it on top of it, but it will block the plate light, and I just want to make sure it's 100%, so I'm going to have to split this connection into two brake lights at the side. I'm going to make those fit. I've been working on brackets for this to then mount. So it's going to be a fun little project to do, so I thought, hey, why not film it? Okay, so just spent probably like half an hour, more than that, an hour or so trying to get the rear bumper off, and we found a problem, which is, as my associate will now demonstrate, a really horrible it looked worse when it was in the thing, but if you show what I've drilled it out now, that is a new acquired skill of mine. Drilling out things which I've never done before out now will be replaced. I'm going to replace them with, I don't know what they're called, but new hardware. That's just nasty.
The washer, the washer is rusted to the actual screw.
Really?
Yeah, you see here.
Oh yeah, it's
that's
literally,
the washer
I thought
there.
I thought it was like part, you know, some of them were part of them, but literally just rusted on.
No, it's just rusted to the screw.
Okay, the bumper's off. Oh my gosh, that was effort.
I would like it known that I discovered the final screw that needed to be taken off.
Yeah, she did. Well, the bolt.
Yeah, whatever it was.
You did, but new hardware is definitely required. There's the bumper, which would have been an easier way to screw the new parts on. We took it off, but hey, we can give it a clean up as well. Here is the bumperless GTR. Now, I'm just going to make it known, there is a video talking about how to remove the bumper on the GTR. I'm going to say that it's pretty pants. There's something that's right, which on the bumper there's 3 clips, which I have to take out. 2 of them are one-time use, if it's stock. There's 2 bolts at the side. Can you get the light? So behind this panel, each side, there is a bolt here, which is the one we have to drill out, and there's one on the other side too. And then there are 2 bolts which are pretty obvious on like a bracket at the bottom, and the wheel at the front, sorry, the back, there's like a screw here. So the other video is correct up until a certain point, and it's useless at the other hand.
This screw
is at the bottom,
right down there.
Kind of matches the light one, but a little bit different.
Yeah, but it's holding that piece there.
And there's one each side.
Yep.
Update! Okay, we have taken the bumper off, as you know. I went to get some new hardware. Can't get everything today, but it'll do. The bracket is actually on the bumper itself. The bracket I'm going to use, which is absolutely crusty. It's disgusting. Honestly, it should be gotten rid of completely, which I might do at some point because we're not using the stock light anymore, so I could probably just do that. Anyway, I'm mounting my bracket to it that I'm going to makeshift. I already trialed some ideas and I've come up with the best idea. And yeah, let's get to that. The general idea for the bracket is something like this. So I'm now going to go spray them, and we lined it up properly and tested it all, and it does line up properly with the bracket. We can mount to the bracket using that bracket. Honestly, as I say, I might as well make my own bracket at some point because that thing is rusty and rubbish, but I don't weld and stuff, so I should probably learn to do that. It would be much easier. So I just completed the bracket camera mounting thing and electrical taped it, and yeah, so here it is. This is what I've come up with. I can get it in the light. This is what I've come up with. It's basically going to go and mount on the plate like this. This is going to drill into where the light fixture was for the plate lights. And then I need to put the plate lights, new plate lights, and wire them. And go on. Mount it. Is that on?
Almost. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's on.
So as I said, eventually we're going to replace the whole bracket, but camera. Do you? Cool. Just been to multiple shops and we have some stuff. I have some work lights because I wanted those. I have some more pins to pin my bumper back on. And what else did we get? Well, mostly I just wanted the work lights. What I'm doing right now is I am literally about to splice into what I think, because I've disconnected the battery and I don't want to bother putting it back in, is the reverse light. Reverse light is going to power what is going to be the rear view camera, because obviously when you put the reverse light on, that's when it should be powered. But there's actually a couple of ways to do it. What you can do is you can power it constantly. Usually, that's what I want to be doing. I want to power it constantly so I can press it on whenever I want by the button, and then when you put it into reverse, it sends a pulse almost. Usually that goes into the video cable. Knowing this video cable doesn't actually have the red wire coming from it, but I have some red wire myself, which I may actually do so. Constant power, and then I have to run lots and lots of red wire compared to having it in that way. It's a little bit annoying, but whatever. Update! We're back again. It's not done. It's almost done. Just got to lay one more wire, and we're pretty much ready to go. So, we've done quite a bit since. On the roof of the car is the seat, and over there are the other part of the seats. Literally, how many bolts to get the seats out?
4.
4 bolts.
4 bolts.
Which are there. So if we now open it, I know you're probably like, all this effort to put in a reverse camera, I know. But hey, you get to learn the car along the way. This is the back of the car right now. We're just figuring out, well, we've figured out where to lay the cables, we're just doing it. Oh, and in the process, I had a dash camera installed, rear view, and I've actually managed to put it like where the seat would be, because I've figured out where the panel is. Everything is done. I've done a lot of cable, seen more of the skyline than I intended to, but let's get it on. And now I'm going to reconnect to the battery. Let's use this Meadow seat adjustment.
Very funny.
Aren't I hilarious?
So hilarious.
Ready? The wipers are on because it's resting on it. Rear camera. No! No video signal.
None at all.
It did something. It knows that we're putting it into reverse. The camera itself isn't getting power, but it's getting power signals from putting the reverse light on. I figured it out, I think. Well, it makes sense. The actual setup we have here is coming off of the stereo's power. We looked at the cables, and I don't know how well you can see, but it wasn't actually making contact with the metal wire, so I'm now using my handy wire cutter. So then, once this is all set up and done, we should have a working rear view light, light and camera. We're ready. We're connecting power once more. This time we should have it. If not, I'm going to cry. So, and hopefully the last time I need to do it. Look at that! Can you see the rear view camera? Look at that. I mean, it's not actually in the place where it's supposed to be right now, but we have a rear view camera. You might have seen me mention. Okay, what I wanted to do is have it so we can go on the camera whenever we want, or also when we put it into reverse. So we should now put it into reverse. We should get rear view camera, take it out, we'll go back to that, rear view camera, look at that. So we are done. It's now time for a bit of a cable clear up. So we've got cables running into the cabin, as you saw, the back seats, and then that's where we've basically wired the cables to go behind here. Update! Alright, so the rear interior is now back in again. We have the mount done. I had to remake the light, if you will. So lights are easy, positive, negative, boom. Meadow, you will now demonstrate, you'll be the demonstrator of the light. But this is the rig we have, which is really scary because I can't weld. But it has the camera on it, it has a rear light on it, and Meadow is now going to show you what happens when the light comes on.
Ready?
It would be up in there so you won't be able to see it. Go! Look at that! Yes! Because it is a legal requirement to have a plate light, so. Okay, so everything is installed and done. This took...
It is 10:34 p.m.
And I also started this yesterday.
You started this
yesterday. So this has been a big project, but it is done. The reverse camera, it goes into reverse when I put it into reverse, and it's always on, so I can do it when I'm not reversing, and it's amazing. And we updated the light bracket because the light would need to be changed for that. It's all done now. It's all together. Would you like to demonstrate?
I would. Yes.
Let there be light. Oh yes. Stupid lights. They're reflective plates. Why do they need light? I did some crazy cable management as well, so there's like no cables visible, but you can't see that at all, which is a good thing because that's kind of the objective. Cable management will be the death of me. It took me super long, but I hate seeing cables, so I got it cableless looking for now. Okay, we're done. GTR, I'm driving you tomorrow. I'll have a reverse camera, it's going to be great. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more little bits like this, be sure to smash like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time, peace.
Bye.